Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another layout video. Today I'm scrapbooking some pictures of our quarantine Superbowl party with just, our little household. And I am using an unusual kit to do so. I have the Echo Park Pirate Tales kit, or what's left of it. I've actually used it quite a bit, and none of it has been on anything pirate themed. So I got this kit and the 6x6 paper pad in an Echo Park warehouse box. Actually, one in each box over the past year. And when I first got it, I was like, oh my gosh, I am never going to use this pirate tales, all this pirate themed stuff. But then, I was like, you know what, I have it. And yeah, I already paid for the box and everything, so why not just see what I can use? And I've actually used quite a bit of this kit. So it does not matter if you have a pirate themed kit that you think you might never use, you can absolutely use it. Just check out the B-sides. Like, I don't need to have Captain Hook on my layouts, but I can still use red stripes. Why not? So I'm doing that. I have this red stripe paper and a piece of this is just a scrap of a navy blue, it looks like constellation paper. Both of those came from the 12x12 kit, and then I had the 6x6 pad, and I used this kind of yellow paper. It actually has little scallops on it as though it's like fish scales. But I use it as photo mats, and the colors coordinate obviously very nicely, and you can't even tell, like, it does not look aquatic at all. So I thought this is perfect. It also has the right colors. I have that red jersey on, and my husband's wearing a blue shirt, and I didn't want this to be a super frou-frou, frilly, flowery, full of hearts kind of layout. So these colors really work quite well. So I'm super happy that I've gotten to use even more of my Pirate Tales kit. Like I said, a kit that I thought I might never actually use any of, and now it's almost finished. So that is awesome. Now I do have to Frankenstein a little photo mat here, but once it gets on the page, you cannot even tell at all. And even though the little scales are going to go the wrong way on the bottom, again, you can't even tell. It is a photo mat, and it goes on my picture that I put on the bottom of my layout. So no big deal at all. Now, this is a little bit of a different layout, aside from using the, quote-unquote wrong kit for it. It is a different layout for me because it ends up being very flat, and there's not a lot of overlapping or anything like that, which is, I usually like to nestle things together. But again, trying something different, going for something else as I'm making, a less common, more, I guess, masculine layout. So I like where my photos are. They're not touching, they're not overlapped, but they are kind of clustered together on that wide navy blue band. So I am going to go ahead and stick those down there. And the next thing I'm going to think about is my journaling box. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how to do this. I looked through the paper pad, I looked through what was left of the paper, and I didn't want a super pirate themed journal card or anything like that. So I decided to make my own journal card. This is a nice blue ombre color paper that also came with the Pirate Tales collection. I only had a little scrap left of it, but I take this lighter piece and I decide to create my own lines on it for a journaling box and just kind of make my own. Now I have this Thickers ruler. It is awesome. I love it. I think I picked it up at Tuesday morning. It came with a few other rulers in it that were curved, and one is like a wave. so that you can line up your letter stickers nicely. But I have found that it works really well to create my journaling boxes and add lines to my pages. I'm able to line it up with the markings on my self-healing mat, and the ruler itself has lots of measurements, little tick marks and stuff to show exactly where things are down to the 1/8 of an inch, I believe, which is awesome. So I am journaling a little bit about our Super Bowl Sunday. So it is still our lovely pandemic time. So we did not have any friends over. We didn't have any family over. But, I wanted to get excited about something. We don't usually particularly care about football. But I thought, let's eat some snacks. Let's get excited about this. I wore my Wild Turkey Bourbon jersey in honor of it because really that's who I root for over any football team. But that works for me. I thought it was fun to get, dressed for the game, to have all the fixins in terms of a fun sweet dessert. I tried to make my dessert into a football shape, which is what that brown blob is in the photo of our food. But it was fun. It was something fun to do at home, which we don't necessarily come by very often anymore. Now, I'm making my title out of these dies. I use my Cuttlebug to do it, and I don't make you watch all that. It takes forever. But you can see I cut out the word Super Bowl, and obviously I know that would be one word, but for the purposes of this layout, I make the creative decision to kind of split it into two. I am using my Xyron X. It is an awesome little sticker maker. It puts adhesive on the back of those really thin letters. They're really hard to adhere unless, I guess, you use liquid adhesive without something like the sticker maker. So I really like using that. I use the permanent adhesive. I know some people prefer the movable, repositionable, but once it's stuck, I want it to stay there, and it really does. It sticks nicely. I do spell Super Bowl backwards because I knew where I wanted my layout to end, and where it started was less of a concern to me. Again, like I said, I know it would be one word, but I wanted it to, oh my gosh. And I'm just now realizing that my super awesome adhesive is going to bite me in the butt because I did SPU for super. Oh my gosh, how many times have you done that? Let's be honest. I know we've all done it. This is not the first time I have spelled a word incorrectly on a layout. I'm just glad that I am able to fix it before it goes in the album. That's too funny. Okay, well, Super Bowl with the letters backwards. But hey, I was talking about how this adhesive doesn't let anything move, but I'll tell you, it just let me reposition the U and the P. So thankfully now, even though you cannot see it on the video now, Super Bowl is spelled correctly. Oh man, and I'm adding some embellishment. This layout really doesn't get a lot of embellishment because with all the patterns, there was so much going on. And also, all of my embellishments that I own are rather feminine, and I did not want to, I didn't want to add a lot of, hearts and flowers and stars and cutesy things like that. I did try to add a few little tags and things like that. I really try to make them work, but I really just don't like it. And I thought I would hate just having one little cluster down there below the photo. But ultimately, I decide that it does work for me because I end up using the Heidi Swapp Color Shine in Mustard to add lots of splatters. And that really takes up the extra space, at least in my opinion. And sometimes, that's just all you need. You don't need the busiest layout. Or arguably, I have a very busy layout, but not a whole lot of extra embellishment. And usually I like a lot of extra embellishment, but this time it just wasn't for me. So here I am adding those splatters. I do take, yeah, this is just a piece of trash, the wrapping from a 6x6 paper pad that I finished up, so I don't want to get it all over my photos. I add my splatters here, and then I do go ahead and do a black doodly border around the whole thing just to kind of frame it in. And that will finish up my layout. Thank you so much for joining me and laughing with or at me with my misspelling there. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.